I feel like your energy scares the hell out of people. It honestly scares the hell out of people. And you are a catalyst. Like, you are a catalyst. Anyone who comes into your life better be prepared to level the fuck up. Which means you can turn people literally into the best version of themselves. You can turn people into the most embodied version of themselves. Or you can send them running for the hills because you hold up the mirror to everything that is holding them back from really growing as a person and, being a better human. And what I love about you is that you practice what you preach. You are very embodied in your energy. Like, you truly believe in improving, bettering yourself, gaining more understanding. There's nothing like stagnant about your energy. You don't like to stay stuck. You don't like to stay in a fixed position or opinion. Like, you like to constantly keep evolving and learning how to be the best version of yourself that you can be, which naturally, again, attracts people to you for a level up. It really does. People feel drawn to you because they know something about your energy is going to change them profoundly. Whether they realize that consciously or not, that is exactly what happens, okay? And on top of that, you're also just really beautiful. Like, I'm not just talking physically, I'm talking about your energy, the aura that you give off, your whole presence, your whole vibe. The fact that you're just kind and compassionate and nurturing. You intuitively know how to nourish people. You come through as very evolved in terms of your emotions. You're able to really, like, hold space for people in the way that they need, and I feel like there's genuine appreciation for you for that. But yeah, it also comes through too that, like, this pushes people away from you because they don't know how to keep up with you. There could be a genuine desire to keep up with you, to remain in your life, but they just don't know how. They just don't know how. And again, you hold up that mirror and you're like, you better level the fuck up or you're gone. And again, this isn't something you're consciously doing. This is just your energy. This is just the catalytic energy that you bring, okay? I also feel like you may end up attracting relationships, romantic or platonic, with people who are very, very different from you. And I feel like a lot of that is because these people don't feel like they need to compete with you. You tend to attract people who either want to be you or want to be with you or both. But when you attract people who are very comfortable with themselves and who genuinely like who they are, then there's no competition. There's no trying to be you. There's no trying to become you or copy you or, do all of these things that I think people tend to do with your energy. I think you may end up attracting people who genuinely do want to be you, and it gets under their skin in a way that I feel like they don't like to admit, so they just end up walking away. They just end up leaving. You could even struggle with some level of abandonment issues because people will just leave unannounced and you won't even know why. And you will honestly probably come to understand, if you haven't already, that they just couldn't become you. They couldn't be you, and that pissed them off, and that sent them running. It's not an easy thing to admit, and so people will just leave. They'll just leave, and with no message for you, with no closure. And I think that's something that you'll continue to learn and understand as maybe this continues to happen, or as you begin to attract less of the type of person who's like that, where either they're too scared, they're just too scared, they don't know how to level up, they don't know how to change, they don't know how to be on your level, or they genuinely, again, just get frustrated that they can't be you, that they can't become you, that they can't imitate your light and who you are, you know. And so just know that that's nothing that you're doing wrong. And I think that's even something that, you know, the person inflicting this pain would want to tell you, but they don't have the words, or they feel small, you know. But that's just the power that you hold. I mean, literally, you come through as rebirth, strength, the Empress, two kings. I mean, you're just a powerful, powerful being. Justice here, a lot of major arcana. You know, you are just this embodiment of what's right. You know, this doesn't mean you're perfect. I think you're just as flawed as everyone else is, but there's something very powerful about the presence that you bring. And I like that you're always trying to stay in alignment with your values. You know, you're very, very strong with your values. You try to hold yourself to a very certain standard that I think people genuinely appreciate, you know, because you're just a good person. You're just a good person. So yeah. Whoa. I mean, you scare people, but they also genuinely love to be around you.